Alright. I didn't have the best Nuzlocke and I didn't want to continue playing that Nuzlocke, at least not yet. I do have a loophole around that Nuzlocke, but I need to think about it a bit before I do it. So now we're gonna play Pokemon Sword on my main account. This is gonna be fun. And I haven't played this in some time, not since the stream that we did. Alright, we have a Calyrex, Blastoise, Haxorus, and Teleon, a Latios, and a Centiskorch. I think the Centiskorch might be a Gigantum. It is a Gigantamax Centiskorch. Just thought I'd figure out what to do. Right, there are a bunch of Dottlers here. That just reminds me of Lady. And there's a Sableye over there. And this chick will give you a new Pokemon every day. Some of the new Pokemon hang out in the max layer anyway. Yeah, so like I was hoping that there'd be like a couple more people and then we could play like a max raid together. But that's clearly just not possible or the case right now. I'm just gonna try to figure out what to do and see where it goes. I thought something fun to do would be to do some shiny hunting. That's definitely something that would be fun. Something that might be interesting. I could you know what? Yes, we're gonna shiny hunt. We're gonna try to get a shiny legendary Pokemon in the match layer. Yes, Dynamax Adventure. The sad part is I'm gonna be going at it with the computer-powered AI. Oh, let's try to see if we can find a shiny Raikou. Alright, so Dynamax Adventures are great. I love them. They're a great feature in Pokemon. I wish I could invite others. Don't invite others. Don't invite others. Alright, let's see. I don't want the Southland. I will take the Claydol, the Molga, Cinchino, and yeah, see, like the Mr. Mime and the Southland weren't that good. Okay, so we know the Pokemon at the end is Raikou. Now we have to get a ground type Pokemon by the time we get there. Now, there's a ground Pokemon there, and by the looks of it, it might be... it's a Marshall. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. Fighting. That is the octopus one. The fire was Magmar. You can see their silhouettes if you look hard enough. See? It's a Grapploct. Just telling my friends that I'm streaming in case anybody wants to join, although I don't know if anybody's actually watching the stream right now. But if you are, I hope you're having fun. Alright, Grapploct. Now okay, so this is something I don't like, but okay. Grapploct is a fighting type. We have Psychic, just D-Max and Psychic to get it over with. Now, the question is, I don't have a Raikou according to the game. So I want to just get this Raikou. Because if I catch it, I can't do the Dynamax Adventure. I can. But I can do the Dynamax Adventure for fun. Let's see. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Ooh, psychic terrain. Terrains are kind of another reason I don't like Gen 7. I mean, yeah, terrains are good, right? It's not something that didn't already exist for a lot of other moves. I get that argument. It's just that I don't know. I might not be remembering it properly, but I don't think there's an actual ability that stops people from using terrains. So like we had Cloud9 on side up that stopped like rain and everything, but that's not the case here, right? And there you go. We just hit it with another psychic. It's just gonna die. Sure. I just don't go ahead. Should I catch it if I do, I don't? I do feel like we might be able to use Grapple Loft. The next thing we have to fight is the ground type because we need a ground 4. Yep, I'm gonna take the Grapple Loft. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have taken the Grapple Loft. It's more strong. No point in taking the rock. It's like a rock. Oh, I played myself. I definitely played myself. So the problem is that I forgot it was a Marstrom, and the move I have to use against it is a water move, because water Pokemon are strong against the ground types. But because it's also water type, it doesn't make a difference. This doesn't have resistance. This is another Drain Punch. Oh, that Cinccino is fast. So is that another one? Sure. Sounds good, sounds good, sounds good. And it's over. Boom. I'm definitely gonna take this. Hey, person in the chat. What ball do I want today? I'm gonna get in the lower ball. Great. Definitely want to use this Marstrom moving forward. Mainly because it's going to help us against that ground. The typing gives us immunity to electric no matter what, even if though we have water typing. It knows Dig, which is great. It knows Ice Punch, which is also fantastic. Water, yeah, I definitely want this Marstrom. Alright, so we could totally take the electric on and go over there, but there's a healer if we go through the rock. Oh wait, no, that's a Pokemon swap person. My mistake. That's the form of Lycanroc. Like in Dynamax. Do I want to waste it though? Why not? I mean, if I waste it here, then I still have to wait. If I don't use it, nobody else will. And because nobody else will, the cycle is better to just use it and get that out of the way so the cycle continues on in the next fight. Still slower than the Omega and still slower than the Cinccino. Oh, slower than the Lycan Rock too. Interesting. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Yo, Omega, what's up? Oh, Sandstorm. Not dead yet, right? Nope, live tube. HP already full, but those guys are getting some HP, that's good to know. Here's another Max Geyser, and it's over. Perfection. We got the Lycan Rock. What ball do I want the Lycan Rock in? I think I'm gonna get it in the Premier Ball. Just because I can. Oh yeah, Omega, it's been a long time. Maybe because I haven't had time to do masks on Sunday. And now I'm doing streams. How are you? How are things been? Okay, so we're gonna stick with the Marshtomp, although technically the Lycan Rock's not bad. It's not a bad Pokemon stuff-wise. Martin took it. You encountered a scientist. Is your Pokemon feeling a bit worn out from your adventure? I have rental Pokemon here that I could swap with someone. No. Oh shit. That is not good at all. Alright, let's see this Raikou. Raikou's asserting pressure. Alright. Use Dig! It seems some settings had changed on their own. Oh, that's fine, buddy, that's fine. Sorry the audio was too loud. I just got a text about it. Adjust game music a tad bit. I lowered it. Do you want me to lower it a bit more? I think I know what the problem with the audio is, but I have to find the remote. One sec. that should fix audio issues for the most part. Alright, now use dig again. HP full. Did we miss our chance at Dynamax? We did miss our chance at Dynamax. How strange. There can't be no audio now. How is there no audio? Well, I'm cheering them on. Let's do some troubleshooting then. Okay, so as it turns out, for some stupid reason, okay, so I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. Let me know if there's any audio. Okay, so this video isn't gonna go on the channel. It's just gonna be like this fun little thing I do, and maybe I'll archive the video because there's way too many issues. But can you still hear the game audio? That's the question. Okay, let's just hope for the best. Mantine's water absorb really helping. Or is it not? Okay, now I can Dynamax, and now I know what the problem was. Okay, there's still some. Okay, so what is Dynamax? Dynamax is this little feature that they had in the game to kind of equalize it in a way. The dig is taking too long. I'm just gonna hit with an ice punch. It's not that far from being defeated. So Dynamax is this little feature they added that instead of having stat changes and powerful Pokemon for the entire fight that changes the entire dynamic of how the competitive scene works, they decided let's do away with the Mega Evolutions and Z moves we did in the last generation, and instead let's focus on this temporary boost that only lasts 3 turns. So like you can only do it once throughout the entire fight, and it only lasts for 3 turns, but you get a stat boost, better moves. Oh, I froze it! That's crazy. And he melted it. Like, I kid you not, that's actually a thing that happens in this game, by the way. Like, if a Pokemon is frozen and you hit it with a fire move, it unfreezes. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. Doesn't affect Marsh Drop. Okay. Ice Punch. Oh, this is bad. We could not get the Raikou. I get to keep one of these. I'm going to choose the Lycanroc. Yeah, so that's the thing about Dynamaxing. Drat. Okay, now I'm pissed. I am gonna go. No, I don't want to find Raikou. I'm gonna surprise me. No, don't invite others. I have no idea what I want. Help me pick real quick. Frostlass. Oh, perfect. Frostlass is perfect for Dragon, but what's that? What is that Pokemon? Okay. Electric is Electabuzz, right? We'll just go to Electric. Huh, interesting. Famous last lines. I know Shadow Ball, and I intend to use it. Now here's the thing. With Dynamaxing and having a Frostlass, it's pretty good because certain moves create certain weather conditions. Using an ice move when you're Dynamax causes it to hail. Frostlass has the ability Snow Cloak, which means that if it's hailing, it's harder to hit Frostlass. Its evasiveness goes up. And we're planning on keeping Frostlass till the end because the last Pokemon is a Dragon type, and Dragon type Pokemon are weak against Ice. So I'm just gonna hit it with another Max Phantasm, and if I need to, which I don't think I will, I'll hit it with an Ice move to get that hail effect. Oh yeah, attack rose sharply, became confused. Not gonna lie, that Dunsparce was fire. It knew a ghost move, a bug move, a flying move. It was a great Dunsparce. That's why I was so confused. We had such great choices for our first Pokemon. Catch. Do I have a yellow Pokeball? Well, I have a quick ball. Right, Gunza, you should definitely get this game. It is fun. It's really good. I want to keep my Frostlass, because Frostlass is going to help me in the next fight. Doesn't matter what we pick. Kind of. So the catch rate at the first three Dynamax in the Dynamax rates are 100% catch rate because you can swap them out. At least they have been for me. but the legendary Pokemon is not 100% catch rate. The one at the end that you actually have to work for. Daisy. Daisy is downstairs with mom and dad. Right, and I'm just gonna hit it with Frost Breath. Huh, not as much damage as I thought it'd do. That was a critical hit. Yeah, that's right, hit. Why did I do almost as much damage as me? Okay, I don't like this. Why are they doing more damage than me? Daisy be my cat, yes. Some, Omega. Oh god, we already lost one. Why are they doing so much damage? Normally I'd be happy, but this is just messed up. Noctowl avoided my attack. Okay, this seems personal now. I don't like you dancing, dude. You took that awesome dunce smarts. Oh, now I can Dynamax when there's only one hit left to win. Just gonna ignore the Dynamax and go for the Frost Breath. Because whether I Dynamaxed or not, that would have had to be reset. And yes, TSF animal mascot for sure. Turbo one. This is a horrible, horrible, horrible Noctowl. Where do I want to go? There's a Scyther over there, man. I would like the Scyther. That's a Scyther, that's a Frostmaw. That is a Diggersby, and the Steel type is... I don't know. I want to go there. I can't tell from the silhouette. Something tiny. Alright, it's a Togedemaru. The capture music hasn't changed yet? No. Just added more trumpets. Whoa. No, I am not gonna chill. Okay, so I don't like Togedemaru at all, right? Because I feel like we have over-glorified the Pikachu clones of every generation, and Togedemaru is probably the worst Pikachu clone, like, of all. And well, it's a Steel type, and I don't like Steel type. Hi. Hey, Zen. It knows some pretty good moves, but no. Found some berries lying on the ground. Please heal. Yes, it healed. What Pokemon is going to have? It's a dragon type. It's going to be. Holy crap, it's a Dialga. Holy shit, it's a Dialga. I'm a turn away from Dynamaxing. Holy shit, it's a Dialga. Holy shit, that did nothing. That did less than nothing. Okay, Grapple Locked, I like you. There are 18 types of Pokemon, and yes, that is a nice find when it comes to legendary Pokemon. Hit it with that Max Hailstorm, yo! There are 18 types of Pokemon. Let's see if I can name them all. It's normal, fire, grass, water, electric, fighting, flying, poison. Fighting, flying, poison, psychic, dark, bug, steel, dragon, poison, ghost, I didn't say electric yet. Electric? Fairy? Fairy, yeah. Fairy. Last one. I always forget one. Steel. I forgot steel. Wait, did I say steel? I'll recheck this footage. Okay, so the best part is it's hailing, which means that if Dynamax runs out, I can still have the hail running around. I said poison twice. Oh god, I feel like Chandler. No wait, Ross when he wrote that twice. Jeez. Okay. This is gonna bug me. So let's do this from the start. Oh, are you kidding me? I know what I forgot. Okay. Let's do this from the start. And now I'm definitely gonna get all 18. Okay, if I don't get all 18, the first person to mention the type or types I've missed will get a prize from me. Alright, now let me try them all. Fire, electric, water, grass, normal. That's the starters. Rock, ground. Poison. Psychic, ghost. That's 10. And I lost against Dalga. I'll take the electabuzz. Okay, so I lost where I was. Okay. Fire, water, grass, electric, normal, rock, ground, poison, ghost, psychic, fighting, flying, bug. Fighting, flying, bug. Ice, dragon, dark steel fairy. I got them all. Yes, note it down. I'm just never gonna use it. This is more fun if I have more people. Omair's not available, and nobody else has a Switch. Has a Switch, the online subscription, and this DLC. By the way, I got all 18. By the way. But let's do another try. Again, let's do one completely randomly. Otherwise, we're gonna try for Dialga again. No. Dynamax adventures are random. There's a random legendary Pokemon at the end, but if you know the location, sometimes they'll let you choose. See, like, ooh, Charmeleon, every Pokemon normie's favorite Pokemon. I like me my Azumarill. I'm gonna take my Azumarill. And all the good Pokemon got, like Dusclops wasn't bad. But Ronzong isn't bad either. The last Pokemon is flying. I could go to grass. The ground one is such a good choice. Is there an electric one up ahead? No. Didn't matter what I picked. That was Victory Bell and that was Vileplume. They're both grass Pokemon. Now the bad thing is that the typing on the Vileplume is bad for me because it's a grass poison and I'm a water fairy. So it's very, very, very bad. I'm just hoping Max Airstream can get rid of it. Flying type legendary Pokemon. What could it possibly be? It could be the legendary birds. It could be Articuno Zapdos Moltres. It could be Ho-Oh-Lugia. It could be... It could be Latios Latias. They're flying psychic, right? Or the dragon psychic? Could be those. Could be Tornadus. Could definitely be Tornadus. Could be Evoltol. Evoltol was dark flying if I'm not mistaken. What do you guys think the people in the chat, what do you guys think is going to be that flying type legendary Pokemon at the end? Like, we have a lot of really good options. We have like Articuno Zapdos Moltres, Ho, Lugia, Rayquaza was definitely a flying type, dragon flying. We have Tornadus as an option. Maybe Cresselia. Cresselia might be an option. Not much, at least 10% of the Pokédex, which means around 70 or 80. Like Generation 4 and Generation 5 got really carried away with the legendaries, because there was like 18 legendaries in Generation 4 and like 14 or 15 in Generation 5. I really wanted to be Lugia. Well, technically, Gen 7 was no prize either when it came to legendaries, because it gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 legendary Pokemon off the top of my head. Right? It's 8 if you include Marshadow, 9 if you include Zeraora, 10 if you count Magerna, and then all the Ultra Beasts. And all the like 18 Ultra Beasts. 10 or 18 Ultra Beasts. So like 20 legendary Pokemons in Generation 7. Lugia technically doesn't rule over anything. What's the ghost? The ghost is the teapot. That's Pangoro and that's Swampert. Lugia technically rules over the seas. In the animated movie, he was shown to be ruling over the legendary birds, but that's not the case. No, that's only in the anime. It's not an actual canonical thing that he does. He just rules over the seas. He's the Pokemon guardian of the oceans. Yes, the anime lies to you. The anime tells you that Lugia can have a baby Lugia. You could spend years in the daycare with a Lugia and you'll never see a baby Lugia. People could say, you know, get a male Lugia, get a female Lugia. It was a very popular cheat back in the day. Get a male Lugia, get a female Lugia, put them in the daycare center. Wait a while, you'll get a baby Lugia egg. Nobody was smart enough to realize that Lugia doesn't have a gender. Did I get frozen? If we lose to Swampert, I'm gonna have a fit. Jeez. Oh, that was some good damage. And some good healing. Time to Dynamax. Max Starfall. It'll create a fairy terrain or psychic terrain, and that'll boost up the effect of psychic moves. And that takes care of the Swampert. That Swampert has Blizzard. Oops. Found some berries, some people healed up. Now we could take on the ghost type. The ghost type is, I cannot see that silhouette properly. It's a Sandygast, and that is a Magmar. Ooh, water pledge. Let's hit it with the water pledge. Do you usually stream weekly? I try to stream as often as possible. I don't have a set schedule for a stream. I stream whenever I can, whenever I don't have too much work at the office or for the foundation. I tend to stream. Been really busy. I want to do a stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I want to be able to do that. I actually want to talk to the guys in the Sabine Foundation Discord about doing a weekly Among Us game on stream. So I imagine that'd be fun. By the way, we've lost a Pokemon twice now. If we lose 2 more Pokemon against the final, we're dead. It really depends on how strong that Pokemon is. We're doing like podcasts, we're doing interviews, we're having a good time with the content. We have some seasoned stuff coming up. Like we're doing, it's too early to tell you guys what the stuff is, but like we have 2 seasoned shows coming up, like reality show type stuff. Basically it's just going to be like the normal kind of content you expect to see on YouTube, but it's going to have like this slightly scripted reality show type stuff to it. Like one of them is going to be me and Omair, and I think somebody else is working on something too. So like the thing that me and Omair are working on, we have like a season 1 plan of 5 to 7 episodes, 20 to 30 minutes each. And we're on the planning phases of that, and the other thing is just it's also like just being planned. It's good. Both ideas are really good. Looking forward to seeing that, and I'm looking forward to getting started on our thing. For the physical sessions, we did talk to Cafe Soul in Bahria Town because I moved to DHA, and they were very keen on us having D&D over there, but then I got sick, and I got too sick to get out of bed. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it out there this week, but like there's definitely a plan where somewhere there will be sessions live for D&D, not for any other game. And that's good, Omega. You could send that over to me. I know you asked me for like the information on some heroes, but I got swamped and completely forgot. Like you're reading your message in the chat just reminded me that I was supposed to do that. And I'm pretty sure members of the foundation who are watching, Mubarak, Kanzar, anybody, they can literally tell you what my life has been like these last 2 months, 3 months. Hey! Yamna, how are you? I haven't talked to you in ages. I feel like this is going to end up being a mini reunion of the Masked team. Alright guys, what bets? Place your bets. What's the Pokemon? I say it's Lugia. Somebody said it was Latios or Latias. No, it's Articuno! Oh, it's Articuno. No. Shit. No one understands why I'm upset. Actually, Yamuna, it can definitely be a shiny because this game will turn it into a shiny after I catch it. Yes, because of the tight matchup. Because Sw- I picked Swampert because of Blizzard. Because I thought it was going to be a fighting move, flying type. I would have hit it with a Blizzard and it would have been fine. Oh, the effects of gravity have been reversed. I don't know who did that. Okay, Power Plume is out. Yes, Dynamax. Max Quake can hit. So can Max Hailstorm. If Max Quake can hit, I want to hit it with a Max Quake. All of my attacks are 1x effective. And Zan, yeah, there are definitely plans to expand over to universities. I just don't have an offer on my table yet. If I find, or the opportunity, and if I can find an opportunity or some way to do that, I definitely want to do that. Okay. Okay, so if one of our Pokemon die, we lose. Like there's no if and or but about it. Why would you use Clear Smog? Why didn't you use Fire? Oh. You did that anyway. And you killed Valplo. And we still weren't able to catch this. And that's the last. Send us flying out of the den. Oh yeah, for sure, Zan, you have my number. Okay, people, we have tried 3 times to catch a legendary in this den. It is now clear that I can't do it alone. And that I definitely need some assistance. Yes, not down with the Articuno. Just gonna like get a Mar later and try to do it. At least if we have 2 thinking people working on it, we might at least have a chance. So guys, a lot of you guys haven't seen the new Pokemon games or the DLC for that matter. Right, what's the button? There it is. Look, a Glalie. That's an Aurorus. That's an Ordino. That's a Jinx. And that is not a Slope. And that is my Calyrax. Yeah, we lost. This is the Crown Thundra, by the way. It is one of the DLCs that we got recently. It is a lot of fun. There are a lot of ice Pokemon here, which I like. And they're all just roaming around freely in the wild. My Calyrax is having a hard time keeping up. So I'm just going to move something else to the front of the party. Just going to move this here. So now Latios can just fly behind me. Whee! That's a Jinx. That's a Nidoran. And okay, so this guy right here, this Stonejourner, it makes me mad seeing him over here. Do you know why? Allow me to explain. This is not fun. Stonejourner is exclusive to Pokemon Sword, which is the one I'm playing. You can only find him in one specific location in the game. And that too, he is a 2% encounter rate. So when I decided that I wanted to complete the Pokedex, and I had to find a Stonejourner, it took me 2 hours to find a Stonejourner. And now you're telling me to get a Stonejourner, all I had to do was wait for the freaking DLC and then just walk around and there it'll be, walking up and down like he owns the place. Nuzlocke, there's a loophole with the Nuzlocke that I already have. I'm gonna try and exploit it, although I don't know how well it'll be received. One of my favorite Pokemon of all time, just casually out here in the wild. This is the Regiden. Something is written, let ring the piercing note that will wake the giant of steel. Let ring the piercing note music. Power tiny mushroom. The one I lost last time. The amount of patience I could never have. No, like you need that patience. Like let me show you my Pokedex. Like it original Pokedex complete. Isle of Armor Pokedex complete. Crown Thunder Pokedex 100% complete. No, I haven't finished Cyber Sleuth. I have every single Pokemon. And you want to know what the real patience is? This is real patience. And I think if I messed it up, I'm going to be so sad. Okay. If this is messed up, I'm going to cry. Okay. My boxes are arranged to have one copy of every Pokemon in the Pokedex in order of how they appear in said Pokedex, all the way till the end. So what I have in this game right now is a living Pokedex. One copy of every single Pokemon, including every single legendary. And a bunch of hat Pikachus. But to be honest, I didn't even know I had those. Right, and the plan is, or was, still is, I guess, to now sit down and, whoa, hello, I didn't know I brought you guys over from Pokemon Home. I have my Evoltol, my Decidueye, my Xerneas, my Groudon, my Genesect, an Aerodactyl, an Amistar. The original Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. The Galarian versions, I have not even done the quest for the Galarian versions yet. And quite frankly, I don't even know where to start. Raikou, Entei, Suicune. These are not registered in the Pokédex yet because I brought them over from Pokemon Home. Celebi, Lugia, Blaziken. Should probably move all of these Pokemon back. I really should, they're just taking up space. Volcanion, Zygarde. And these are the Pokemon we just got recently today. Mesprit, I did the challenge for Mesprit offline. The stream I started playing this game before my laptop died, I got this. Do I have Regimice? The Regis. I do have the Regis. I have Regirock, Regite, Registeel. And I have, if I go up ahead a bit more, Regidrago and Regieleki. So I have Regieleki here, and I have Regidrago. I saw him right here. So I have all the Regis as well. I think I also have Regigigas. I think I brought him over. I did bring him over. Regigigas. And then, Regirock, Regice, Registeel. And, Thundurus, Tornadus, Landorus, Zekrom. I more or less have a living Pokédex in Pokemon Home as well, except for some Gen 7 Pokemon, which I can just, if I wanted them really badly, I could just boot up my 3DS, play Ultra Moon a bit, and just get them. But I'm just not interested right now. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see me just explore this area for a bit? Maybe do the quest for the Galarian versions of the birds, in case you haven't seen them yet. Because if you guys are fans of the legendary birds, you might get angry at the new designs. And some of you might even be shocked that there are even new designs. I'm looking at you, Omega, when I say that. That was a joke, man. Love you. Okay, so one thing I wanted to try to do is I wanted to do some shiny hunting. Now, shiny hunting in this game is a bit hard. Not hard, it's a bit boring. Can be, if you don't have people to talk to. So one way to shiny hunt in this game is to go inside this, keep doing the Dynamax adventures until and unless you get a shiny legendary. The sad part is you won't know the legendary is shiny until you catch it. They changed the design because we got this thing called regional variants of Pokemon. Now, regional variants basically just means that, Pokemon that spend a lot of time in one region develop traits to support their environment in that region. So we got like a Alolan in Generation 7, we got a Alolan Rattata, we got a Alolan Meowth, we got a Alolan Sandshrew, a Alolan Vulpix, etc. So when we came to the Galar region, we got Galarian variants, which were Galarian Meowth, we got a Galarian Farfetch'd, Galarian Mr. Mime, Galarian Zigzagoon, stuff like that. So the concept behind that was, okay, we have Pokemon that grew up in different environments and as a result have different forms. So they did that with the legendary birds. Which actually brings up an interesting debate. Zapdos became a chocobo from Final Fantasy. Alright, we are here. Now, this, oh god. I don't even remember. You received an egg. Take good care of it, raise it well. Oh, Nickit. TK. I wanted to get a shiny Nickit because it looks silver. I like it. Boys, we're going shiny hunting. What is your ability? Ah, damn it. Steam engine. I do not care for you. What do we have? What do we have? Huh. Where are you? Okay. That isn't nice. Come here. If you're in the next couple of boxes, I swear. Nope, you're not. Okay, so what happened here is I might have accidentally placed my useful Colossal with this not so useful one, which means you're the one with Flash Fire. Wait, why are you level 40? Where's the level 61? Screaming internally. Like there needs to be a thanks Hydra King, I have shiny Pokemon. I appreciate the offer though. Okay. The you know the meme like screaming intensifies? No, it doesn't piss me off. The reasoning. Okay, so like since you guys are here and since I'm just randomly playing around, I like having people to talk to on stream. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk. Those of you who get bored, I'm pretty sure I can check right now and see that there's only like there's 5 people watching. Huh, that's a lot more than I thought there'd be. Okay, so the reason doesn't piss me off. I was one of the people who were in favor of the decision to not include the entire Pokédex in the game. My reasoning for that, I felt like it's not 100% even possible for a region of Pokemon to not have every single Pokemon available to it. Now, previous games were like, okay, sure, but you need to realize that this isn't the first time that Pokemon has done this. Uh, this is probably not even the second time, if I'm being honest. So, in Generation 3, so interestingly enough, this has happened in both the generations that are considered some of the greatest Pokemon games we've got, right? So, let's talk about Generation 3. In Generation 3, we got Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, we got Ruby and Sapphire, which people love. They love the Hoenn region. They love that entire scenario and everything, right? Great. What people tend to forget when we talk about Ruby and Sapphire is that Ruby and Sapphire did not include the fun little catchphrase of Pokemon we've all come to know, which is also in the theme song, Gotta Catch 'em All. That's because you couldn't catch them all in Ruby and Sapphire. And nobody talks about that. I need to make the clauses a bit stronger. Uh, Nobody talks about the fact that you couldn't catch every single Pokemon in Generation 3. And I mean nobody. And it pisses me off that people get angry that, oh, you can't catch every single Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield automatically sucks. No. You couldn't catch every single Pokemon in Generation 3. And Generation 3 is considered one of the best generations of Pokemon we ever got. So, Sword and Shield doesn't suck. You have double standards. Oh, and then people complain like, oh, you need to get Pokemon Home, you need to get the DLCs to be able to play Pokemon, blah blah blah, this, that. Allow me to talk about that for a minute. Sorry, this is turning into a bit of a lecture. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't want to hear me ramble on. But this is how it goes. In order to get up to 600 available Pokemon in this game, you would have to, in order to get 600 Pokemon in this game, you would have to get one, the base game, the DLC, both DLCs for $30, and an online subscription to Home, right? And let's say you get it for 1 month even, right? That is like $4. So you've spent a total of $94 just to get every single Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield, right? Through Pokemon Home, through other means. Like I have Regieleki and Regidrago in this game, right? I have not done the Regidrago and Regieleki quest in this game yet. I got them from Pokemon Home. I gave away one of my shiny Pokemon, said, hey, I want a Regieleki, I want a Regidrago, and people gave it to me. There, I got it. I completed the Pokédex because I just wanted to complete the Pokédex. I didn't feel like playing the story at the time. So $94 to get 600 Pokemon. Seems like a lot of money? Right. Do you know how to finish Generation 3's Pokédex? The greatest generation of Pokemon game? One of them, anyway. I still reserve my greatest generation for something else. Allow me to tell you. In order to complete the Pokédex in Generation 3, you had to get a Game Boy Advance SP or Game Boy Advance. Back then, about $50. The game, about $20. Oh, you had to get both. Right? Because online trading wasn't a thing. And if you didn't have friends like me, you had to trade with yourself. Or if you had a twin brother like me, you have to trade with him. Protein. I need Was it zinc? Base defense. Then it was calcium. Alright, so you needed both the games. Let's just start adding up, okay? $50 for the Game Boy, right? Plus $40 for Ruby and Sapphire, right? Now you start trading between Ruby and Sapphire, and boom, you now have every single Pokemon you can get in Ruby and Sapphire. Mind you, you can't get Jirachi and you can't get Deoxys yet, because those are event Pokemon and sadly a part of the National Pokédex. Or whatever the National Pokédex was in that game, which was roughly around 200-ish Pokemon out of an available 386 at the time. Now, the National Pokédex existed in Ruby and Fire Red and Leaf Green, which came out the year after. Now you had the ability to catch all 386 Pokemon in that game. I'll tell you what the problem is there in a sec. What you would do is, I'm just gonna put just grab some eggs, because we're gonna be shiny hunting and I'm gonna be talking. And if you guys have any points, you can put it in the chat, or if you guys want me to shut up, you can put that in the chat too, and I definitely will. Right? Obviously, if you say it nicely, because I don't want any negativity. Alright. Alright, good luck, man. Good luck with your exam. Okay. So, Fire Red and Leaf Green. Fire Red and Leaf Green were the first games that you were able to have all 386 Pokemon in the National Pokédex that the game gives you if you've caught 60 Pokemon by the time you beat the Elite Four. Here's the rub with that, okay? The problem with that. You can now, since those games had the ability for you to be able to trade with Ruby and Sapphire through the time capsule ish thingy that they did, where you had to go through all those hurdles and everything to be able to trade for them. Okay, so now you have access to the Pokemon from Generation 1, most of which were also available in Ruby and Sapphire. You have access to Pokemon from the whole region, most of which were available in Ruby and Sapphire, if not, well, all almost except Deoxys and Jirachi were available in Ruby and Sapphire. Wait a minute, there's some Pokemon you don't have access to. That's interesting. You don't have access to any of the Johto starters. You don't have access to Smeargle. You don't have access to Houndour. You don't have access to Shuckle. You don't have access to at least 30 Pokemon, 30 or 40 Pokemon at all from Generation 2. And you've spent 50 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20. Right? That's assuming they're $20 at that time, because I remember them being slightly more expensive. So you've already spent $130, and that is not including the $10 you would have had to spend for a link cable. So $140 on 4 games, and your Pokédex is a bit lacking. Those 30, 40 Pokemon are missing. Ooh, how are you going to go into that schoolyard and show people like you've completed the Pokédex? 30 Pokemon missing? That ain't nice. Of course, there was a solution. You could easily be able to get those last 30 or 40 Pokemon. All you had to do was wait until Emerald the year after. Another $20 to $30 game. But let's say for the sake of calculations it was 20. Right? So because it was 20, you are now up to $160 spent. And now you are playing all of Emerald. You now have a lot of the legendary Pokemon from Emerald. You now have completed the National Pokedex as much as you can with all the limitations. I'm gonna get to that in a sec. Right? When you hear a bunch of other steps, not a shiny. When you hear a bunch of the steps you have to take to finish the Pokedex and that people took these steps, you will realize that standards weren't exactly the problem, or even right now. Anyway, you have now spent $160. You finished the Pokedex as much as you can in Emerald, and now you get one of 3 Johto starters. So, not bad. You picked your Johto starter, but there's still a problem, isn't there? The problem mostly being that you can only get one Johto starter. You need all 3. So what do? You can either A, buy 2 more copies of the game, which would bring your total up to about $200 spent so far, and get play through the entire story again and pick the Pokemon twice, or trade over this starter to one of your older games, restart the Emerald, get the entire Pokedex again, and get the one of the other starters, and then do that a third time to get the third starter. That is a lot of work. So let's say for the sake of argument and money calculations that you did in the same game. So that's $160 spent. There's still a lot of Pokemon you don't have access to. Like Jirachi. Let's assume you got, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Mew. You were able to attend all of those events. Which, by the way, if you couldn't attend those events, you couldn't get those Pokemon. So let's just assume you got them. You got Mew, you got Deoxys, you got Lugia, Ho-Oh. The problem after that becomes this. There's still 20-ish Pokemon you can't get to complete your Pokedex. Now this might piss you off. Up until now, actually Jirachi is unattainable because Jirachi is only one way to get Jirachi. Which is also the only way you can get the other Pokemon that you're missing in Generation 3. You've spent $160 so far, completing a 386 Pokemon Pokedex minus 20 or 30 Pokemon. Now what you do is you spend $200 on a GameCube. And you spend $40 on a copy of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and another $40 on a copy of Pokemon Colosseum. None of these were shiny. Now that you've done that, you go ahead and decide, okay buddy, I've gotten these. I am now going to get Pokemon. We're talking about how to do it in Generation 3. So this is way before Pokemon Home even came out. So we're talking about how to get it in Ruby and Sapphire, because the only way to get Jirachi in Ruby and Sapphire was to buy Pokemon Colosseum and use the Colosseum extra disc inside this GameCube, connect it to your Game Boy with one of the 3 Generation 3 games running, and you would get a level 5 Jirachi. That was literally the only way. And a lot of people don't realize that struggle, especially in Pakistan. But, Okay, you got Jirachi. Now that you have these two games, you can get those 20 Pokemon that are remaining and 100% your Pokedex. But the amount of money you've spent, 20 plus 40 plus 40 to 80 plus 160 is $440. You've spent $440 completing your Pokedex in Generation 3 that only had 386 Pokemon in it. Here you are at most spending $94. At most. You could get this done in less. Right? You don't have to spend the $4 on home. You could do this in 90, and even then it's a bit of a stretch, because guess what? You do not need the DLCs to get the Pokemon from the DLCs. Fun, right? You can literally choose not to buy the DLCs and still catch all 600 Pokemon. Which means you have to buy a Switch for $300, sure. But even if you buy a Switch and this game alone, it's costing you less than what it would cost to do it in Gen 3. It's easy to say that we developed standards. The truth is, we didn't develop standards, we got spoiled. Pokemon community got really, really spoiled, and they didn't know how to deal with it. They set their own expectations high. And quite frankly, I don't blame them so much. I blame, I blame a lot of things. This game, to me, I mean, I'm not saying that these graphics are like the best graphics I've ever seen in Pokemon. I mean, I've ever seen in gaming history ever. I mean, Portal 1, Portal 2 has better graphics than this. But this game is gorgeous to me, because I'm looking at it through the lens that this is a Pokemon game. And Pokemon has always been this, not graphically updated game, right? It's always been like this minimalistic thing. The fact that we even got a game like this, so open worldy, 3D, slightly, a Pokemon running around in the grass, like getting these games alone were so good, and playing this was such a good experience. Despite the linearity, despite the handholdiness of this game, I enjoyed the exploration. I mean, I did do some stuff. I mean, I've spent so much time in the wild area, it's not even funny. Right? Just completing my Pokedex, I spent like 20-30 hours in the wild area, waiting for the seasons to change and the right time of day to catch a Pokemon. Like right over there with the bridge, near the end of that bridge, is where I caught a Salandit, and a female one of that, so that I could evolve it. And people hated this game because you need to realize that you're comparing. Nintendo has a lot of money. I understand that. And believe me, if Nintendo wanted to, they could have made a hi-fi Pokemon game a long time ago. And I mean a long time ago. Right? They've had the cash for a long time. The Pokemon company is the highest, like, the Pokemon franchise is the highest grossing franchise in the world right now. If they wanted to do a game like we got Arceus Legends, they could have done it in 2006. They could have decided not to go the handheld route a long time ago and release a game on the Wii or release a game on other platforms. They didn't. They didn't want to, because for one, they wanted Pokemon to maintain its style. And that style of the overview, being able to just only see the overworld sprites when you're in a battle and everything. They maintained that style in Pokemon despite, you know, the consoles it was coming out on being able to do so much more. The DS, people keep saying that we couldn't get better Pokemon games because of the hardware limitations of the DS. Dude, the DS has COD on it. The DS has Transformers on it. The DS has freaking GTA Chinatown stories on it. Those games are pretty graphically hi-fi for the DS, not generally, but for the DS. You're telling me that Nintendo had hardware limitations for not giving us a game like this back then? No, they actively made the choice to not give us the game back then for many reasons. For one, they didn't want to confuse fans coming in at that time. They needed to know that, okay, if somebody new is coming into the Pokemon franchise, and they need to know that this is the signature look of Pokemon. So if they decide to go backwards and play one of the older games, they know that, okay, that this is the same style we're familiar with, it's just slightly upgraded. That's why when Generation 5 came around, they upgraded the graphics a bit, and they still maintained that style. Generation 6, they had better hardware, yes, but and they went ahead and did it. They decided, okay, the people have been asking for it for a long time, and we're gonna give it to them. They gave it to us. They gave us Pokemon X and Y. My god, the very, very meme of being able to walk diagonally was such a thing to see. And I was a bit late to the party when it came to the 3DS. I got the 3DS 2 years late. And I played Pokemon X 2 years late. But it was a great experience. The problem with that experience is that you now have people coming in to play Pokemon. A lot of people every year who decide to play Pokemon decide to get the newer generation of games. Pokemon X and Y had good graphics for the 3DS, the updated view and everything. It had access to every single Pokemon available, provided you had the ability to get them from the previous games. It was great. The problem mostly lied with the fact that when we got X and Y, it set high expectations. Oh, we're gonna get 3D Pokemon games all the time now, this and that, and we'll have access to every single Pokemon from now on. And people forget in Generation 5, in Black and White, we only had access to the 150-ish Pokemon that they created specifically for the Unova region. And we only had access to them until we beat the game. Well, how is that so much different than what Sword and Shield did? I will stand by my belief that the Pokemon Company hasn't done anything wrong, not yet. Right? You could argue that Let's Go was a bad decision, and I'll let you make that argument, right? Yes, Let's Go did seem like a step in the wrong direction, but I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. I played it. I have 80 hours of gameplay in that game alone, and 80 hours seems like rookie numbers, but like, I don't know. I don't have that much free time. For me to have sunk 80 hours while going to work and all that stuff, Seems like fair to me, you know. I may have lost track of what I was trying to say, but I do remember the gist of it. The gist of it is that newer Pokemon fans that haven't been with the franchise since its inception, you're gonna see a lot of them, right? They're For the longest time, Generation 2 was hailed as like the best generation of Pokemon games of all time. And though I love Generation 2, it's my favorite generation of Pokemon. I love Johto, I love Pokemon Silver and Gold, I love them forever, but I acknowledge that, they have problems. For the longest time that was hailed, and then Generation 3 was hailed the best, and then Generation 4, up until very recently, was hailed as the best generation of Pokemon games, and Generation 5 is now considered the best Pokemon game. In a few years, maybe the next year or the year after, when we're expecting Generation 5 remakes, people are going to start saying Generation 6 was the best generation of Pokemon games. And people are going to start saying Generation 4 was bad. Generation 4 sucked, this and that. And it's a trend in the Pokemon community. And I know this because I've been a part of the community so long that this is what I see. When Generation 6 came out, Generation 3 was the best generation of all time. Right? No generation had ever matched Gen 3. Now there are people out there saying that Gen 3 was bad. There are people out here, there are people who were saying Generation 2 was just the best, gave us the best experience. And I love the experience of Generation 2. I love the experience of playing Gold, Hard Gold, Soul Silver, or playing the original Gold and Silver. I love it. Oh, it's too slow, it's too glitchy, it's too this, it's too that. There was a time where Gen 1ers were an issue. Pokemon is going to continue to give us stuff. Pokemon is going to be around for a while. It's not going anywhere. Legends Arceus, however, people are crazy about it. People are like, we can't wait for Legends Arceus. Those are the people who don't realize what a big red flag Legends Arceus is. Yeah, I said it. I said it to all 4 of you watching right now. 3 of you watching right now. You need to realize that Pokemon Legends Arceus is an amazing looking game, but it's such a red flag for Pokemon fans that you have no idea. I'm finally gonna check my phone, it's been buzzing like crazy. By the way, if any of the guys in like the chat or anything who are like in this group chats with me want to tell me that I've been talking too long and I need to shut up, you can definitely text me that and I will stop talking. Okay. No, not just that. Okay, you know what? Let me talk about why Legends Arceus is such a red flag. Legends Arceus isn't a red flag because it's going to set the bar too high like all the previous generations did. Legends Arceus is another problem. Legends Arceus is a sign that we're running out of ideas. Not game ideas, generation ideas. It would have been so easy for them to just do a remake this year and do a Generation 9 next year. No. They are releasing a game set in the era in the past that tells a story that we might already know or we might not know. The expansion of its mechanics and everything is fantastic. I mean, the game is going to be a hit. The game is going to be amazing. I'm not saying it's a bad game. By any means, I'm not saying it's a bad game. It cannot be a bad game. I mean, it can be a bad game, but it's just like I don't think it's going to be a bad game. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. My concern lies with you could have given us new content. You could have given us some new Pokemon to catch or anything. You could have given us different starter. You gave us a starter from different regions. It just means that you're experimenting with a lot of stuff. And I love experimenting, but it also means that you're trying to divert attention away from certain games. Right? And people are out here saying that Pokemon is gonna be around for a long time, and I agree. But the fact that Generation 9 didn't happen yet, and it probably won't happen in 2022, just means that there's something wrong over at Pokemon Company. It just means that it could be a good thing, like moving over to the Legends series to kind of give us fresh content, a fresh series to play. I'm definitely looking forward to it, but it doesn't mean that there's not issues with it. It just means that you could have given us maybe Gen 1 Pokemon, you could have given us Gen 2 Pokemon as starters. You gave us starters from different generations, even generations that literally two Pokemon came from generations afterwards. And it just means that, you didn't have the idea. You wanted to do something different. I appreciate it. I love it. And I'm definitely going to play that game. Definitely thinking about picking Oshawott again. Even though this is the perfect time for me to pick a Pokemon that I haven't picked as a starter before. Although technically, the only Pokemon I haven't used as a starter before is... I want to say it's called Rowlet. Yeah, Rowlet. Okay, this is the last egg. And after that, I'm going to just sign off. And it is not a shiny. Well, there goes today's episode of Omair's Rant. I hope you guys had a good time. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours now, and I think this is a good time to end it. Thanks for listening to my rant, and if you guys have any thing to say about my controversial points, please feel free to leave comments below, and I will get to you and I will answer you the best I can. Most likely I've been rambling, but I feel like I spoke my mind on a lot of things, and hopefully it was entertaining and hopefully it was informative for a lot of you. Until I decide to stream again, definitely didn't find anything shiny. We'll try again, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after. Let's see, and maybe I'll try the Nuzlocke again, who knows. Until then, I'll see you guys next time, and take care everybody.